active engagement. There's a guy that trains, used to train out here named Javier. He had Dutch Shepherds. This guy was excellent at this. He was some of the best I've ever seen. So he'll wait. The dog's sniffing. He doesn't say anything. Not correcting. 2-year-old dog. The dog finally gets bored, looks at him. He backs up. Yes, yes, yes. 3 handfuls. He waits. Dog takes a step toward. Yes, yes, yes. Dog waits. Eventually the dog doesn't even want to look at him and it's getting worse. Okay, all done. Puts it in the crate. We'll try again tomorrow, food. 3 days. Yes, yes. That dog's like, keep feeding me. Keep feeding me. Then, in the beginning, I'm a vending machine. I'm paying on every engagement. Why would I do a slot? The dog doesn't even know the game yet. So you engage with me, I pay you. But notice I'm becoming prey. Yes, yes, yes. That's my active engagement, where the dog is pushing me to do something. I don't correct my dog. I don't say no to my, later on I will. But not in the beginning, because I want you to want to do it. And if you don't want to do it, we have to figure out why, and food is the easiest way. If your dog is doing great, well, yeah, I'm not against using the ball at all. I use the ball almost on all my older dogs completely. But initially, I go to something where I say there is no food drop. Then I do something called the focus work. So here's my inactive concentration. I have food here and here. I don't say anything. The dog's sniffing, it offers the behavior, it looks at me and I go, yes, and I pay him down. I don't bribe him here. We call this the Premack principle in animal behavior. You go to the less desirable to get the more desirable. You get A to get B. So my dog looks at me, yes, pay. So how many remember Pavlovian theory? Everybody remember Pavlovian theory? When the bell rang simultaneously to the food dropping, no salivation. The food dropped, then the bell rang, no salivation. When was the most salivation? The bell rang, 1.6 seconds later, the food dropped. You cannot do this or your dog will not get an active marker. Yes, that's the big thing I see, Jane, all the time with the people. They go, yes, and they pay simultaneously, or they go before. Yes, I'm like, now you have a visual marker, your hand moved. So you do this, yes, pay. There's got to be a little delay there for the brain, the synapses in the brain of the dog. Makes it so that's how you can get an active marker. But that's my concentration right there. Then I go to something called step 2. I'll give you the steps later if you want, because I do that every workshop. I look wherever I want, yes, and I pay. Step 3, my hands move, yes, and I pay. Step 4, I look wherever I want, yes, I pay. Then steps 5 through 8 are the exact same as 1 through 4, but now I put a word to it, look. So now my dog, so step 5 is the same as 1. So my dog, I say, look. Good. I start using my bridge and my no reward marker. Look. Good. Nope. Good. Good. Yes. I start teaching what good and nope means. Nope means you've offered a behavior. It's the wrong behavior. But so I'm not paying you. It's the wrong behavior. Good means keep doing the behavior and your active marker is coming. So I correlated to this. If you tell a child what's 3 times 3 and he goes, I know teacher 6. You don't lambaste little Johnny. You say, nope, count the rows, 3 rows of 3, yay, cupcake, everybody's happy. But if I say to Johnny, what's 3 times 3 and he flips me off, I'm gonna break his little freaking finger. That's a whole different response than 6. Now, so if my dog goes in and tries to attack your dog, nope, no cookie till you're done attacking, nope. No, I'm saying fully and I'm putting my foot in my dog's rear end. So I have 2 negative commands. I have no, which means you're in trouble, and I have the word phooey, which means World War III is about to descend upon your head. You're about to feel my wrath. And when is dog aggression? I hate dog aggression. I hate unwarranted human aggression, but this is going to sound weird. I'd rather have human aggression than dog aggression. Yeah, because a human at least can have a way of rewarding you. You know, I mean, if I'm working on human aggression, the dog's finally quiet. And I say yes, and they throw him food or whatever. But I'd rather have human aggression. Dog aggression is my pet peeve. And then we have to correct hard. Some of the dogs we have to really go invasive. We call it, you have to stab them and put your finger in the wound, which means it's going to go a little bit archaic. All right. So that's active versus inactive. I would start there with a 2-year-old. And I want them to push me to do obedience. I have cues all over. So a dog needs to really understand a cue. What do I mean by that? Before obedience, like that Malinois is working, before obedience, I bring out the choke chain or the fur saver. I say, ouse. He knows to bark. That this, putting that fur saver on is loaded. We don't walk with a fur saver. The fur saver is only for loaded. Gowan does that real well too. Oscar, I don't know if you've seen him do that with that. So the the fur saver means we're working. That's their cue for obedience. Where is he? Is my cue for protection. Tracking, I pay him 2 pieces of food in the crate. I take them out plots. I stretch out my long line. So they're like, oh, we're tracking. So I'm changing their mood just by the cue. So what do I want tracking to be? If you don't know what tracking is, it's footstep to footstep with the dog. Tracks where somebody has been and laid articles. But I want tracking to be like a stained glass church in Europe. If I see my kids running up and down the pews on a stained glass church in Europe, they're in trouble. The atmosphere should be different. But what do I want at Disneyland? Have fun, kids. So, bad example, but I want my tracking to almost be like church in a stained, calm, methodical, relaxed. I'm never going to do this. Are you ready? You ready? You ready? Souk! Fast tracking dog. Calm down, dog. In protection, I want that high drive. I don't want that low drive concentration like tracking. That's what I like to think. Tracking shows the independent work of a dog. You're 10 meters back. That's a long ways back. You can't influence your dog too much. It's the independent work. Obedience is the harmony between human and animal. And protection is genetics and raw power that can be controlled. All right, questions on any of this?